Hello there, beautiful family. I am sending you infinite blessings and love, trying to get this incredible structure in the background. It's called a Nuraghe. This is Nuraghe in Sardinia. It's one of about 8,000 of these ancient structures that date back to about 2000 BC. And we've just been inside, and my God, it was absolutely phenomenal. Really interesting to me because, you know, I spend a lot of time in a lot of very ancient sites that are easily as old, if not older, than this, and who knows actually how old they are, because they can't actually date the rock. They can only date bits and pieces that they are lucky to find, maybe some wood or some pottery or something. So as with all of these ancient sites, and in Peru as well, it's possible and likely that they're much older than what they actually think. So this one they've dated back to about 1600 BC. That's from a piece of wood that they found in the structure, so they know it's definitely that old, possibly older. Really curious to me, because whenever you go into these places, including places like Machu Picchu, there's two versions of what goes on here. There's the anthropological version, which is really them trying to piece together a way of life of people from what they find. And then there's clearly the much higher, you want to call it cosmic or spiritual version of what's happening in these places. Now this structure behind me, when you see it from an aerial view, it is a collection of spiral shaped buildings. Very clearly, I think, around the outside I can understand how this was the area for the villagers to commune and to live.
The other model in the other place, the shape is the same. There is different videos. Clearly, the shapes, this is a reconstruction about the pyramid, probably like this.
But this structure in the center is one of the most phenomenal things I've seen. Oh my God. Right up there with the temples of the same era in the Andes. I will put a little cut together of some video.
So now we are here. So the external tower.
But basically in the central tower, to get into the central tower, you have to go through something that is like a spiral. Now to me that is very clearly a representation of the arrival here on this planet, of coming through the birth canal, of coming through our cosmic journey, and then you arrive into a central chamber that has a 15-meter well, a spring actually, which is why this centre was originally built here, because there's a natural spring in the bottom of it. And you can see in Sardinia here it's very dry, and then this is it's basically an island of limestone, and so spring water would have been revered as a very powerful elemental god here.
This is cozy.
Yeah, you don't want to be close. This is like a rebirthing tunnel. Amazing.
This is the wood. Yes, you can see the iron stud.
It's incredible.
rimane ancora, gliel'ho detto perché c'è una guida esterna. È vero, però rimane qua. Sì, sì, tanto rimango qua per coordinare, stiamo salendo, ma...
And then coming off from this central chamber are 4 portals, and you can actually see from the aerial view that it is built in the shape of the 4 cardinal directions. One faces directly east. I think I counted 11 niches in there, and that's the one that lets in the most light. It was incredible. Opposite the portal of the west, 9 portals, very dark and very, very still in there. Then you had the portal of the south, and then opposite that, the portal of the north, just to skip ahead. And I found this fascinating because to get to the north, you couldn't just enter from a doorway off the central chamber. You actually had to spiral through yet another kind of a tunnel that for me totally represented the journey through the cosmos, because the north is very much the portal of our cosmic ancestors. That's our connection to our star lineage. And it was like needing to journey through wormholes, through galaxies to reach the center of this portal. And the energy in there was palpable and clear and very, very strong. For sure, over the years after its original, build, it would have been used for different things, probably a fortress, as many of the temples were. But for me, when I went in and sat with my mesa in there, touched the stones, it was very, very clear to me, and I felt so super grateful that I have the wisdom and the understanding and the connection to the cardinal directions and the elemental forces as I do, because it helped me to understand it in a whole other way that perhaps you would miss otherwise. Portal of the East.
Okay.
Portal of the West. 9 niches. The portal of the north, and this one, of course, is like going through the cosmos. We had to walk through a spiral tunnel to get in here. So I just wanted to share this with you, and really, really fascinating for me at how these cultures, coming out of the gate, how these cultures all seem to tie in together. As I say, I've been to so many temples of the same age around the planet, and there's so many similarities, In the temple near Tiwanaku, in the sunken chamber, there's so many faces of so many different ancestors from so many different lineages, including galactic ones. And I have no doubt that they were connecting in. They were all connecting these portals across the planet. Anyway, there's a group of people coming, so I'm going to go. Lots of love.